In this video, we'll have a look at various aspects of spiral roundabouts with a focus on lane discipline and how the signs and road markings can help with this. We've just left the A19 northbound and we're on the slip road leading to the roundabout. We're going to use the roundabout to make a U-turn, so we'll start in the far right lane and spiral out to the middle and left lanes at the appropriate times, and then rejoin the A19, but this time in a southbound direction. Watch until the end to see how to merge back onto the A19 with busy traffic. We're already in the right lane because when using a roundabout to make a U-turn, that's almost always the most appropriate lane, so we've been in the right lane since leaving the A19. In the satellite view to the right, you can follow where we are as we travel around the roundabout. This roundabout is at the intersection of the A19 and the A184. So let's make a start. You can see from this sign that the left two lanes, we'll call them lanes 1 and 2, are both for the first exit to Newcastle and Gateshead. Lane 3 is for South Shields, exit 2, onto the A19 northbound. This may seem a little odd as it goes back to the road we came from, but the two left lanes came from a different road, so vehicles from there can change to lane 3 for A19 north. The lane we're currently in, we'll call lane 4, is for the third exit, Sunderland north and Bolton on the A184 eastbound. Because we're planning to take exit 4 and this isn't mentioned on the sign, we'll stay as far right as we can. We don't want to be on the left of anyone leaving at exit 3 when we need to go further round the roundabout. This could cause a collision when they spiral to their left. Take a look at the satellite view for two possible routes from lane 4 to the A184 eastbound. Here we get confirmation from the road markings that we're in the lane for the A184 eastbound and that the lane to our left is for A19 northbound only. Anyone in the lane directly to our left should leave the roundabout at exit 2. We must always beware of drivers who may not always do what they should, and we need to be prepared to adapt our plan to avoid a collision. This sign shows us the 3 roundabout exits and gives directions as to where each exit leads. Notice that signs and road markings are repeated to give you another chance to read them. On our 4-lane approach, the vehicles in lanes 1 and 2 have taken the first exit. Lane 3 was empty, but any vehicles from lane 3 would now be in the lane on our left, ready to take the next exit for A19 northbound. There's a new lane on the roundabout to our right, covered with hatch markings to guide us into the middle lane. We've now spiralled out into the roundabout's middle lane, but the right lane isn't in use yet. The sign confirms that the left lane is for A19 northbound and our lane is for A184 eastbound. There are vehicles behind us to our left on the A184, which are being held at a red light. When their light is green, the left lane should proceed to the A19 northbound slip road or the left lane of the roundabout. Their middle lane should enter onto the roundabout in the middle lane and their right lane to the roundabout's right lane. Any vehicle that came around the roundabout with us in the lane to our left should leave the roundabout here for A19 northbound. Beware in case they attempt to stay on the roundabout. The red and grey cars that we are following have spiralled out into the left lane and should therefore leave the roundabout at the next exit, A184 eastbound. The exit has 2 lanes. If we were heading for the A184 eastbound, we would either spiral into the left lane as they did, or we could stay in the middle lane and enter the A184 in the right lane. We would normally choose the left lane, only choosing the middle lane for a good reason, such as a slow vehicle in the left lane. The grey and red cars ahead of us should have been signalling right up until the point our vehicle is now at, then signalled left before moving to the left lane. We are planning to stay on the roundabout, so we keep our right turn signal on. We can't spiral out into the left lane yet, as we're not taking the A184 exit. We'll stay in the middle lane. Here you can see that the two cars we were following have exited the roundabout in the left lane of the A184 eastbound, just as they should. For them to carry on around the roundabout would risk a collision. From our current position, you can see that we could leave the roundabout here into the right lane of the exit, but we're still signalling right to show that we're staying on the roundabout. We're in the middle lane, planning to follow our lane as it becomes the left lane of the roundabout. The lines crossing our lane are for traffic entering the roundabout from our left, but that traffic should be stationary at a red light. Note that I can see much further to the left than the camera, which is on the right side of my helmet, and I have checked that there are no vehicles running the red light. As the road markings guide us to spiral out into what's now the left lane, notice the signs and road markings telling us that our lane must leave the roundabout at the exit. At this point, we switch our right turn signal to a left. The lane directly to our right can either leave the roundabout in the right lane of the exit slip or stay on the roundabout. Now that we've left the roundabout, we can cancel our left turn signal and focus on rejoining the A19. As we pass through the national speed limit signs, meaning 70 for our vehicle, we'll accelerate to a speed where we can join the A19 in a suitable gap, being able to speed up a little or indeed slow down to match our position with the gap. There's a large gap in front of the silver car with the caravan, but it's travelling faster than we are, and we couldn't catch the gap to safely join the road without speeding, or even catching the red car in front of us. Watch as I match speed with the gap behind the grey Audi, which is travelling too close behind the caravan. I've already seen a safe gap behind the Audi, as my peripheral vision goes much wider than the camera's view. As it happens, the Audi makes life a little easier. Thanks for watching. I hope you found the video useful. If so, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to be notified about new videos.